Hello everyone. So this is Anuj from Chemical Engineering Concepts, and guys, from today onwards we'll be doing some videos on the problems, right? We'll be watching some new problems based on different subject, right? So guys, हमारा जो live sessions की series थी वो अब convert हो चुकी है recorded sessions में. So what I will do, I will come up with a set of questions, right? Questions आपको given होंगे. You can pause the video and attempt the question on your own, and then what you can do after that, after attempting the question, आप उसका solution देख सकते हो जो भी वीडियो में given होगा, right? और जो भी आपके questions हो, you can ask in the comment box, right? So in this way we'll be saving our time. और एक कन्वीनियंस ये रहेगी गाइस कि आपको लाइव सेशन में उस समय प्रेजेंट रहने की जरूरत नहीं है. यू कैन वॉच द रिकॉर्डेड सेशंस एनी टाइम of your choice, right? So we'll continue with the questions on second law of thermodynamics today onwards, right? So let's have our first question of the evening, that is this. The problem says that we have a food department which is to be kept at minus 12 degrees centigrade by a refrigerator in an environment at 30 degrees centigrade. The total heat gain to the food department is estimated to be 3300 kilojoule per hour, and the heat rejection in the condenser is 4800 kilojoule per hour. Guys, I hope आपको sentence समझ में आ रहा होगा. Question is pretty simple. What you have to find out? First, you have to find out the COP, that is the coefficient of performance of the refrigerator, and you have to also find out the power input to the compressor. ठीक है, तो guys ये दो चीजें निकालनी है. सिंपल रेफ्रिजरेटर की प्रॉब्लम है. I hope you can pause the video now and do the problem on your own, and let's see the problem's solution, guys. So what we have to do first we will be making up the block diagram, right? The block diagram to make the problem even simpler, right? So first of all we have this at 30 degrees centigrade. This is what? This is simply the heat source, right? The heat source, or I should say the environment temperature, right? The environment temperature is 30 degrees centigrade, right? And we have, it is then connected with our refrigerator, right? We have our refrigerator, guys, and the refrigerator will be extracting heat from the food department, right? Which is to be kept at minus 12 degrees centigrade, right? The amount of heat which is actually extracted from the food department is 3300 kilojoules per hour, right? And if I talk about the amount that is being given to the environment is 4800, right, kilojoules per hour, right? And there will be some work input, right? There will be some work input. Now first you have to find out the coefficient of performance of this refrigerator. So as the definition suggests, the coefficient of performance is equal to what? The basic definition is what? Output over input. So actually what is the output? The output actually is the amount of heat that I am extracting, okay? Because the main purpose, the main goal in a refrigerator is to extract the heat, right? So it will be what? It will be the energy which is being extracted from the food department, right? And divided by the work, that I am giving, the input, okay? So the input is the work that I am giving up here. Now this Wn we can use these subtractions, right? So we can use this QL divided by what? QH minus QL. I hope this thing is clear to everyone. So what you can do, guys, you can just substitute the values and get the answer, right? The answer that will come up, is actually 3300 divided by 4800 minus 3300, right? And the answer that will come up is 2.2, right? And the answer is being asked up to 1 decimal place, right? So it will be 2.2, and when I am talking about the work input, right, the work or the power input I should say to the compressor, right? So it will be the work, right? It will be the work, and they are asking it in kilowatts. So guys, if you remember, the values of the work that will come up in kilojoule per hour. So what we have to do, we have to convert into kilojoule per second. That's what kilowatt is, right? So what we will be doing, the subtraction of this, right? The subtraction of this is 1500 kilojoules per hour. We will divide it by 3600, right? The conversion of hours into seconds, right? So guys, यहाँ पर जो value आ रही है हमारी, that is coming up is 0.4 kilowatts, right? So this is our answer. This is a very fundamental question, guys. और इस तरह के questions, yes, इस तरह के fundamental questions भी GATE में पूछे जाते हैं that are straightforward. We will be moving slowly towards the complex ones as well as we go up in this video. Let's see the next question that we have. The next problem says that we have a household refrigerator. The questions that I am taking here are very real life questions, right? The questions that will relate to the real life, because yes, from the previous 5 years, the GATE is asking very fundamental and application based questions, right? So let's see this problem. We have a household refrigerator that has a power input of 450 watts, and the coefficient of performance is also given to be 2.5. This is to be used to cool 5 large watermelons, 10 kg each, to 8 degrees centigrade, right? So this is the given information that we have. We have the duty, right? We have the goal of the process of the refrigerator. The watermelon can be treated as water whose specific heat is 4.2 kilojoule per kg per degree centigrade, right? If the watermelon is initially at 20 degrees centigrade, the time it will take for the refrigerator to cool them will be. So we have to find out the answer. And now you can pause the video as we did in the previous question, right? And start solving it. Till then, I am just telling you the answer. I am just telling you how you can approach for this problem. Right. So first of all, we will be making the block diagram. That's we generally do, right? The block diagram will be there will be some kitchen, right? Because generally we put the refrigerators in kitchens, right? So we have some kitchen air which is at some temperature, right? And we will be having the refrigerator. Okay, so refrigerator is there and it will be extracting heat from the cool space. Okay, some cool space is there, right? And the work to be done is given in the problem, guys, 450 watts, right? And also the coefficient of performance of this refrigerator is given up to be 2.5, right? So what exactly we have to do? First, we have to look at the total amount of heat that is to be removed, right? The total amount of heat that is to be removed from the watermelons, right? To make their temperature up to 8 degrees centigrade, right? So we have to first tell this QL, right? The QL value. So the QL, that is the amount, the total amount of heat to be extracted from the watermelons. Okay, the melons. Now the heat will be simply the specific heat, right? MCP. Okay, MCP delta T, right? And yes. Now we can substitute the values. We have like the watermelons are 5 in numbers and they are carrying the weight of 10 kg each, right? So we will be having this 5 multiplied by 10. That will be the total mass, and the CP value which is given to be 4.2, right, multiplied by the temperature difference, that is from 20 to 8 degrees centigrade. So this much amount of heat which is coming up to be 2520 kilojoules, this is to be extracted from the watermelons, right? Now the rate at which the refrigerator will remove this heat, okay? So please carefully see this, the rate at which the refrigerator will remove heat. Okay, so please carefully remember this. Here I am talking about the heat, and in the next term we are talking about the rate of heat that is being extracted using the refrigerator. So it will be having a dot, okay? So we generally represent the rates with a dot, okay? And it will be, okay, it will be, we can calculate it using the COP value, right? So COP value includes the rate of heat, okay? So it will be the COP that is giving for the refrigerator multiplied by the net work input, okay? The net work input, okay? And COP value is given to you 2.5 multiplied by the work input, that is 450 watts. Right, the value is coming out to be what, guys? The value is coming out to be 1.125 kilowatts. Okay, so this is the value, this is the rate at which the heat will be removed, guys. Right, now we have to find out the time. Okay, the time it will take for this process to happen. So the time will be what, guys? The time difference from 20 to 8 degrees centigrade, the time will be what? Q multiplied by QL, QL multiplied by Q dot L, right? The heat multiplied by the rate of heat. So we have known both the values, right? One is 2520 kilojoules divided by 1.125 kilojoules per second, right? So guys, this is the case that you can see the time is coming up to be, in seconds it is coming out to be 2240 seconds. And yes, the problem asks the time in minutes, so we have to convert it in minutes, and in the minutes it will come up to be 37.3 minutes. So guys, this is the answer for this problem. I hope this problem is clear to you. If you get any doubt, please ask your doubts in the comment box and I would love to solve them. Let's see the third problem, guys. Amazing problem this is. Okay, the problem says that we have the efficiency of the completely reversible heat engine that can be what? Okay, it can be what? By doubling the temperature of the energy source. So the problem says that we have the reversible heat engine. अगर उस रिवर्सिबल हीट इंजन का, गाइस, क्या हम करने वाले हैं, जो एनर्जी सोर्स का टेम्परेचर है, एनर्जी सोर्स का टेम्परेचर अगर डबल कर देंगे, व्हाट विल बी द इफेक्ट इन द एफिशिएंसी? विल इट इंक्रीजेस, विल इट डिक्रीजेस, विल इट गेट डबल्ड, और नन ऑफ द अबव? So you have to first draw the block diagram for that and see what happens if we double the temperature of the energy source. So guys, we will move in the systematic manner. You can pause the video here and attempt the question on your own, right? So what we will be doing here, so we are having a heat engine, right? It will have some temperature of the source, right? The hot source and the cold source, or I should say sump, right? Or I should write it in the manner that we did. TL means, L means low, H means high, right? And it will give up some net work done. Some net work must be done by this heat engine, right? Here I am having QH and here I will be having the QL, right? So this is how we move in case of the reversible heat engine. So the efficiency of the reversible heat engine will be what? It will be, so when it comes to reversible, okay, or when it comes to the Carnot type of engines or Carnot type of work, okay, that will be written in terms of temperature. ये तो आप I hope सभी लोग जानते होंगे. So अगर guys यहाँ पर heat engines की बात आती है, तो heat engines के लिए efficiency को हम temperature के terms में लिख सकते हैं. This is what we can write, right? Let's simplify it furthermore. So we have, guys, we have this TH minus TL over TH, right? So this is the efficiency of a reversible heat engine, right? So now what is happening? अभी क्या हो रहा है, guys? Second case में उन्होंने क्या किया है? They are saying that the temperature of the heat source, they are getting it doubled, okay? They are making it double, so it will be twice of the previous, that is TH, right? So now the new efficiency of the reversible heat engine will be what? 1 minus TL over TH dash, okay? TL dash अगर हम यहाँ लिख देते हैं, that will be make no effect because TL तो यहाँ पर same रहने वाला है, right? 1 minus TL over what? Over TH. That means twice of TH. So guys, you can see here, if we simplify it, it will come up to be 2TH minus TL upon 2TH. So guys, if I write twice of TH minus TL upon TH, and if I write 2TH minus TL upon 2TH, so you can easily see, this is actually very simple to understand and read that yes, this one is going to be greater than, this one is going to be greater than the value that we have got. So yes, it will not be increasing, it will not be getting doubled, but yes, the value will decrease when the efficiency of a reversible heat engine will decrease when you double the temperature of the heat source. So guys, what is the answer? The answer is B, that it will decrease. I hope ये problem सभी students को clear होगा. Let's move on to our next problem for the day, and the problem is this, very easy and very useful problem. The problem says that the refrigerator we have. So in today's class, in today's video, we are just concerning about the refrigerator, the heat pump and the heat engines, right? In the next video, we will be concerned about the problems that are based on the entropy, the problems that are based on the TDS equations, right? So that will be the case. If you have got any problem, ठीक है, अगर आपके पास कोई और भी प्रॉब्लम आती है तो आप हमारे व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप में हमको मैसेज करके बता सकते हैं, जिससे कि हम लोग उस चीज को भी अपने वीडियोस में या तो इंक्लूड करेंगे या आपको देन एंड देयर सॉल्यूशन को मिल जाएगा, राइट? सो गाइस, लेट्स सी दिस प्रॉब्लम नंबर 4. द प्रॉब्लम सेज दैट वी हैव अ रेफ्रिजरेटर व्हिच इज ऑपरेटिंग on a reversed Carnot cycle. So please remember that it's a reversed Carnot cycle which has a measured work input of 200 kilowatts, and the heat rejection is 2000 kilowatts to the heat reservoir, which is at 27 degrees centigrade. The temperature of the heat source is to be determined here. ठीक है, तो temperature heat source का बताना है, तो जो भी given information है उस पर based पहले obviously we will be making the block diagram. So the block diagram will be like this. So we are having the heat source at some or it is the refrigerator, right? So it is the environment, basically it is as 300 kelvins, right? And we are having the refrigerator, right? This is our refrigerator, guys. So we are having some temperature of the कोल्ड सोर्स, ओके, जो सोर्स है हमारा, ठीक है, हीट सोर्स, जहां से हीट सोर्स क्या होगा गाइस, हीट सोर्स रेफ्रिजरेटर में वो होगा जहां से हम हीट को रिजेक्ट कर रहे होंगे, जहां से हीट को एक्सट्रैक्ट कर रहे होंगे, राइट? सो इट विल बी द लोअर पोर्शन ऑब्वियसली, राइट? वी आर डूइंग सम वर्क, द वर्क गिवन अप इज 200 watts. The heat which is the rate of heat which is going into the environment is also given up to be 2000 kilowatts, right? So this temperature we have to determine, guys, the temperature of the source actually from which the refrigerator is extracting the heat. So guys, सबसे पहले हम QL की वैल्यू निकाल लेते हैं, right, from the given information, right? So it will be QH minus W input, right? So work input and the values are given. So when we subtract it, the answer will coming out to be 1800 watts or 1800 kilowatts. Let me just check if it is kilowatts or watts. So yes, both are. This is also kilowatt. You can correct this. This is also kilowatt. So answer is coming up in kilowatts. Now, if I write the coefficient of performance of this refrigerator, now since it's a Carnot, okay, so we can also if I'm talking about, अगर हम guys अपनी process की बात करते हैं, ये जो given information है उससे अगर हम निकालने की कोशिश करते हैं, right? So what will it be? Okay, so QL, which is the amount of heat extracted, divided by the work input. So ये तो guys normal operation में है, when the efficiency is not 100%, that is the coefficient of performance is not at its maximum value, तब हम जब निकालेंगे, so it is 1800 divided by 200, so it will come out to be 9. So the coefficient of performance in the normal operation is coming up to be 9. When it will become the maximum value guys, अब हम COP निकालते हैं अपने रेफ्रिजरेटर का एट दी मैक्सिमम वैल्यू। तो जब गाइस रिवर्स या जब हम कैरनोट साइकिल की बात करते हैं तो कैरनोट में रेफ्रिजरेटर भी टेम्परेचर के टर्म्स में लिखा जा सकता है। सो इट विल बी TL divided by TH minus TL. I hope things are clear to you in this. Okay, so what we are going to do here, we are going to compare them both. ठीक है, अब हम कंपेयर कर सकते हैं इन दोनों को, बिकॉज जो नॉर्मल ऑपरेशन हमें क्या दिया है, जो हमारा रेफ्रिजरेटर है, इट इज ऑपरेटिंग ऑन अ रिवर्स्ड कैरनोट साइकिल। सो अब हम इन दोनों को कंपेयर कर सकते हैं गाइस। सो इट विल बी 9 is equal to what? Is equal to TL, which is to be determined. TH की वैल्यू गाइस हमको दी है 300 किलोवाट 300 केल्विन्स माइनस TL. So TL की वैल्यू गाइस कैलकुलेट करते हैं, the value is coming out to be what? 270 केल्विन। So गाइस रेफ्रिजरेटर का टेम्परेचर क्या है, यहाँ पर जो कोल्ड सोर्स है, ठीक है, उसका टेम्परेचर क्या आ रहा है गाइस, इट इज कमिंग अप टू बी -3 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड। आई होप दिस प्रॉब्लम इज क्लियर टू एवरीवन। यहाँ पर डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड में ही निकालना है, सो द आंसर विल बी -3। आई होप ये प्रॉब्लम सबका क्लियर हो चुका है, ठीक है। अगर आपको गाइस इन प्रॉब्लम्स में कोई डाउट आता है तो आप पूछ सकते हैं। वी आर अगेन मूविंग ऑन टू आवर नेक्स्ट प्रॉब्लम, ओके, दैट इज दिस। सो द प्रॉब्लम सेज दैट वी हैव अ हीट पंप with the coefficient of performance to be 2.4 is used to heat a house. Okay, so यहाँ पर guys एक heat pump की problem आ गई है आपके सामने। So coefficient of performance given है और ये heat pump को use कर रहे हैं। I am using this heat pump to heat a house. When running, the heat pump consumes 8 kilowatt of the electric power. तो जब ये heat pump हमारा वर्क करता है रनिंग कंडीशन में, तो ये इतनी इलेक्ट्रिसिटी कंज्यूम करता है, इतनी इलेक्ट्रिक पावर कंज्यूम करता है। इफ द हाउस इज लूजिंग हीट टू द आउटसाइड एट एन एवरेज रेट ऑफ 40,000 किलो जूल्स पर आवर। सो बिकॉज प्रॉपर इंसुलेशन नहीं है हाउस में जिसको ये हीट पंप हीट कर रहा है अंदर से, ठीक है, सो देयर इज सम लॉस ऑफ हीट, ठीक है, एंड द टेम्परेचर ऑफ द हाउस इज 3 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड, ठीक है। तो ये हमारा इतना डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड पे टेम्परेचर पहुंच जाता है व्हेन द हीट पंप इज टर्न्ड ऑन, ठीक है। अब गाइस यहाँ तक की एक बात हो गई। उसके बाद जब हम हीट पंप को ऑन कर रहे हैं, वी हैव टू डिटरमाइन कितना टाइम लगने वाला है फॉर द टेम्परेचर ऑफ द हाउस टू रीच अप टू 22 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड। तो बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग प्रॉब्लम है गाइस, ठीक है। इतने हमको दिया है कि इतने अमाउंट से हीट हमारी लॉस हो रही है हाउस से, इतने रेट से हमारा हीट पंप हमारे घर को हीट कर सकता है, ठीक है। और जब हीट लॉस हो रही है तो टेम्परेचर गाइस हमारा 3 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड पहुंच जाता है। अब कितना टाइम लेगा, अगर ये हीट पंप में यूज करता हूँ तो मेरा टेम्परेचर 3 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड से 22 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड पे पहुंच जाए, राइट। सो दिस इज अ सिंपल प्रॉब्लम दैट इज गिवन अप हियर। हमें क्या एज्यूम करना है गाइस, वी हैव टू एज्यूम द हाउस इज वेल सील्ड, दैट इज नो एयर लीक इज देयर, ठीक है। तो ये गिवन इंफॉर्मेशन है, हम assumptions गिवन है इस प्रॉब्लम में। एंड टेक द एंटायर मास विद इन द हाउस टू बी इक्विवेलेंट टू 2000 किलोग्राम्स ऑफ एयर। सो यस, इट इज आल्सो गिवन दैट पूरा जो घर का जो मास दिया हुआ है दैट इज इक्वल टू इनसाइड जो मास है दैट इज गिवन अप टू बी 2000 kilogram of air. Okay, so inside we are having so many things. Furniture is there, air is there, so many things are there inside the house, right? So उसका एक equivalent mass हमें दिया हुआ 2000 kilogram. Now you can pause the video, think of it, apply your equation, apply your mind, ठीक है। थोड़ा सा mind को churn करना है guys, और सोचो इसको किस तरह से solve कर सकते हैं। Pause the video and then see the solution that is coming up for you. So here I present the solution. So actually to solve this problem, the approach simply would be, first we will calculate the rate at which the heat pump is supplying heat inside the house, right। और उसके बाद guys हम जो अंदर heat create हो रही है because of the heat pump, right, जो heat प्रोड्यूस हो रही है, राइट, उस हीट को हम कंपेयर करेंगे विद द आउटसाइड हीट जो कि लॉस हो रही है, एंड देन from that energy balance we'll be calculating, right, we'll be calculating the required time, right. So what is going to happen, guys? First we will be making the block diagram, the simple block diagram for this process, right. And that will be, we are having a house like, okay, so we are having this house. Let's suppose we have this house. The temperature is to be from 3 degrees centigrade to 22 degrees centigrade, right. And it is losing heat, okay, the heat is being loosed at 40,000 kilojoules per hour, right. And there will be the heat pump, okay, so we have a heat pump which is supplying heat to this, right. And we are having, okay, so it will be supplying heat from the surrounding, right. We have work input, there will be some work input. So the first of all, this is what, this is Q loss, this is the rate at which the heat is being lost to the surrounding, right. Now then we will be calculating what, we will be calculating the rate at which heat pump will supply heat, right. So the rate at which the heat pump will supply heat, okay, the supply heat, okay, so that rate will be simply QH, okay, this QH, right. So this will come up to be, this will come using the COP value, okay, the coefficient of performance value for this heat pump, right, multiply the work that is input, okay. So both these things are given to you in the problem. This is 2.4 multiplied by 8, right, and when we multiply them, the answer will come out to be 19.2 kilowatt, okay. So guys, actually this 19.2 kilowatt is what, this 19.2 kilowatt is the rate at which the heat must will be supplied by the heat pump, right. Now we will apply the energy balance, right. We will take the house as a closed system, right. If we take the house as a closed system and apply the energy balance, right, so the energy balance is here, right, a simple energy balance, a steady state energy balance I should say, right. So it will be what, it will be some energy input minus the energy that is output must be equal to the change in the energy of the system, okay. This is the basic energy balance which we generally use, right. And if I talk about heat, okay, so heat in minus heat out, right, and thus that must be equal to the change in the internal energy, because we have taken our system, our house, as a closed system, right. So this will be delta U, right. And when I talk about the heat rate, so this is the heat, I should write this so that you can easily understand. And when I talk about the heat rate, we have to apply a dot here, right. So that will now be Q in dot minus Q out dot, and we will be having the mass also, okay, the mass flow rate, because you can see in the problem it is given that it will be, the total mass is being assumed to be 2000 kilogram of air, right. So here will be mass multiplied by what, multiplied by the CP value. So the CP values actually I missed in the problem, right. So you can you guys can write the CP value for air, right. So it will be what, it will be 0.718, okay, because we have assumed it to be air, right, 2000 kilogram of air. So the CP for air is this value, right. So we will be using it in our problem. So it will be this okay, CP, so it will be CV because we have internal energy, right. So it is the CV value for the air, right, multiplied by the temperature difference, that is T2 minus T1, right. So now what we will be doing, guys, we'll just supply the values, right, we just substitute the values, right. So it is 19.2 minus 11.11, right, the heat output, all the things, some of them we have determined, some of them are given in the problem. So when I'm talking about the heat rate, guys, okay, so it can also be written multiplied by the time difference, right? Multiplied by the time difference. I missed this, so you please note this down. हम यहाँ पर time का multiply simply कर देंगे and time difference, that will give you the time, right? So delta T is equal to the mass, which is given up to be 2000, multiplied by the CV value, which is 0.718, multiplied by the temperature difference. So guys, temperature 22 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड से 3 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड पे ले जाना है, and that all will be equal to, okay? So here we can, from here this equation, by calculations we can find out the value of delta T, and it will come out to be 3373 seconds, or we can just use the other terms as well, ठीक है? तो other टाइम के टर्म्स में भी हम इसकी वैल्यू को कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं. वॉट एवर इज गिवन इन द प्रॉब्लम, यू कैन यूज दैट एंड फाइंड आउट द टाइम. ओके, सो लेट्स मूव ऑन टू आवर नेक्स्ट प्रॉब्लम गाइज. Let's move on to our sixth problem for the day, and this is our sixth problem. And please first look at the problem. The problem is this problem is also belongs to the heat pump. Okay, so the problem says that the heat pump is to be used to heat a house in winter, okay, and then reverse to cool the house in the summer. Okay, so guys, यहाँ पर एक अच्छा सा प्रॉब्लम आया है आप लोगों के लिए. सो ग्रुप्स में, जो हमारे व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप्स हैं, उसमें सिंपल यही डिमांड्स आती रहती है दैट प्लीज़ कम अप विद न्यू क्वेश्चंस, राइट? सो दीज आर द न्यू क्वेश्चंस एंड यू कैन प्रैक्टिस देम गाइज. सो अ हीट पंप इज टू बी यूज टू हीट अ हाउस इन अ विंटर. सो डुअल यूज यहाँ पर हीट पंप का हो रहा है, यू कैन सी दैट. The interior temperature is to be maintained at 20 degrees centigrade. Heat transfer through the walls and roof is estimated to be 0.525 kilojoules per second per degree temperature difference between the inside and outside. So first question, the first part they are asking, if the outside temperature in water in winter is 5 degrees centigrade, what is the minimum पावर रिक्वायर्ड टू ड्राइव दी हीट पम्प. सो गाइज, ये बहुत ही प्रैक्टिकल प्रॉब्लम्स हैं जो आप अपने घर पर भी अप्लाई कर सकते हैं, राइट? आप अपने घर पर भी अप्लाई कर सकते हैं टू फाइंड आउट दी पावर रिक्वायर्ड बाय योर अप्लायंसेस, बाय द अप्लायंसेस दैट आर यूज्ड इन योर हाउस होल्ड्स, राइट? सेकेंड प्रॉब्लम विच दे आर टेलिंग इज दिस, दे आर आस्किंग इज दिस, इफ द पावर output is same as the power A, part A, that is coming up in part A, what is the maximum outer temperature for which the inside can be maintained at 20 degree centigrade. So यहाँ guys ये गोल ओरिएंटेड प्रॉब्लम आया आपके लिए, ठीक है? कि अगर हमारा इनसाइड का टेम्परेचर, अगर अंदर का टेम्परेचर घर का हमें मेंटेन करना है 20 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड पे, सो व्हाट विल बी दी मैक्सिमम आउटर टेम्परेचर, ठीक है? कितना होना चाहिए मैक्सिमम आउटर टेम्परेचर? सो यू कैन पॉज द वीडियो हेयर एंड स्टार्ट सॉल्विंग इट. Apply your mind and see how it can be solved. Till then, see the problems solution guys. Okay, so first of all we'll be using our block diagram. Okay, block diagram is the simplest way to first draw your attention towards what is given actually in the problem. So we are having a heat pump, right? And this is the temperature of the hot zone. Okay, the temperature of the house, I should say, right? And when we are having this winter, right, so we have the winter, and at the winter we are having the temperature of 278 Kelvin, okay, because it is given up that it is 5 degrees centigrade, right? The outside temperature is 5 degrees centigrade. Now it will be used, okay, so there will be some work done on this heat pump, right? So first of all we will be finding out the estimated heat, okay, the estimated heat rate, the estimated heat rate, right? So this value, this heat rate will be simply what, because यहाँ पर guys given information है उसको भी हम लेके चलेंगे, right? This is the estimated rate, okay, the estimated rate through because of the heat transfer through the walls and roof, ठीक है? तो उसको भी हम कैलकुलेट करके चलते हैं, राइट? वी विल बी कैलकुलेटिंग दैट एज वेल. सो 0.525 is there, right? Multiplied by what? Multiplied by the temperature difference, okay? So temperature difference is what, 20 minus 5 obviously. So it will come up to be 7.875 kilojoules per second. So this much amount of heat, this is the rate of heat at heat transfer through the walls and the roof, right? अब इसका guys हम coefficient of performance calculate कर सकते हैं, right? We can find out the coefficient of performance because यहाँ पर guys हम temperature से भी निकाल सकते हैं, because आपको given है that it is reversed, okay, it is a reversible heat pump given है guys. Directly reversible word given नहीं है, but it is given that it can be used in winters and summers both, right? So it is a reversible heat pump simply, right? So you can use COP in terms of temperature here, okay? So COP in terms of temperature for the heat pump is this, right? So we can directly use the temperatures, we can supply the temperature. So it is 293 divided by 293 minus 278 is equal to 19.53. This is coming up. My answer is this, right? Now we can find out, because this is the maximum COP guys, right? This is the maximum COP because this is belonging to the reversible cycle. Now from this we can find out the minimum work. Right? So minimum work will be what? Will be Q, simply Q, the rate at which the heat is being supplied, and the COP, value, or I should say the maximum COP value, right? So just substitute the values, 7.875 divided by the COP value, that is 19.53, and the value is coming up to be 0.403 kilowatts, or you can write 403 watts, whatever may be the asked, okay, किस भी फॉर्म में आपको आंसर पूछा जाए आप आंसर इसको कर सकते हैं guys. And let's see the other part. Let's see the part B for this problem. In the part B, it is saying that it is now being used as a refrigerator. The heat pump being used as a refrigerator. Okay, so first of all, we'll be doing the block diagram, right? So it is a refrigerator now, and for the refrigerator as well, the work is to be supplied. In the refrigerator, the goal changes basically, okay? So goal change हो जाता है guys refrigerator में, आप सभी जानते हैं. Now my goal is to extract heat, right? I have to extract heat from here, right? So 293 kelvins is there. Temperature is being asked. So final temperature क्या होगा, right? आप फिर दोबारा देख सकते हैं प्रॉब्लम को. If the power output is the same as in the part A, what is the maximum outer temperature? तो maximum outer temperature कितना हो सकता है अगर inside temperature हमें 20 degree centigrade maintain करना है, right? So 20 degree centigrade is given up, guys. So I have write it 273 plus 20, that is 293 kelvins, right? So the power output की जो बात चल रही है, that is 403 watts. ये हमारा आया guys from the part 1, right? Now we'll see the heat rate, okay? Heat rate, right? Which is simply, okay, so because guys आप देख सकते हैं 0.525 multiplied by this temperature difference, ये हमारा था पहले केस में, राइट? बट यहाँ हम जो सेकंड केस में यूज़ करेंगे, सेकंड केस का टेम्परेचर डिफरेंस यूज़ करेंगे, राइट? सो गाइज यहाँ पर किलोवाट्स में गिवन था ये, राइट? बट हम इसको इसको वाट्स में भी लिख सकते हैं. तो वाट्स में लिखने के लिए व्हाट इट विल बी 525 multiplied by the temperature difference. So now the temperature difference is T minus 293 kelvins, right? So this is the value, and the value, yes, is in watts. Now I can find out the COP value, right? The COP value, because we can directly find out the COP value, right? Which is this Q1 divided by the work and this power output, right? Or the work done, the input work done. So the work done is going to be same, that is 403 watts, right? And if I talk about Q1, this is the value of Q1, right, guys? So we can easily we can do the basic equilibrium, or I should say equating the equations, ठीक है ना। तो गाइस क्या कर सकते हैं, COP को हम टेम्परेचर के टर्म्स में भी लिख सकते हैं, बिकॉज इट इज़ अ रिवर्सिबल equipment, reversible machine, right, reversible heat pump or refrigerator. So for this, if I'm using it as a refrigerator, so the formula will be different. Okay, so it will be TL upon TH minus TL, right? So TL is 293, TH is T minus 293. Guys, you can equate these two equations, right? This one and this one, and when we equate them, we can find out the value of the T, and the value of T is coming up to be 308 kelvins, or I should say only 25 degrees centigrade. So guys, you can see this when it is being used as a refrigerator. So I hope आपको ये 6 प्रॉब्लम्स जो हमने डिस्कस करी, these प्रॉब्लम्स आर वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग, और आपके सारे कॉन्सेप्ट्स भी क्लियर हो गए होंगे, रिवाइज हो गए होंगे। आप अपने जो भी डाउट्स हो कमेंट बॉक्स में पूछिए, अपने जो भी सजेशंस हैं, रिकमेंडेशंस हैं, कमेंट बॉक्स में प्लीज़ गाइस ज़रूर दीजिएगा। अगर ये क्वेश्चंस आपको अच्छे लगे, अगर ये वीडियो आपको अच्छा लगा, तो प्लीज़ इस वीडियो को लाइक कर देना, मेरे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर लेना, और बेल आइकन को भी क्लिक कर देना, सो दैट आगे आने वाले बहुत सारे वीडियोज़ आप मिस ना करें। Thank you so much guys for having me on this session. I will meet you in the next session very soon. Till then, goodbye.